if you're like me, then your home decorating is never really planned, and you almost always get started in the middle of the night, which is where I found myself yesterday. The day before, I was perusing Amazon for some home upgrades that I could do on the cheap, and I found this foam beadboard. It's a beadboard that's sort of like wallpaper where you activate the glue with water and then you press it up onto the wall, sort of like peel and stick wallpaper, but with actual glue. At first, we were a little worried because, as you can see here, it looked super bumpy, but I ran into my kitchen and grabbed my dough scraper and used it to flatten out a lot of the bumps. Now, this stuff is pretty fragile, so you have to be careful, which is why what I'm doing here is not really working because I was scared I was going to rip it. However, if you lay your dough scraper flat, you can kind of push all of the air bubbles and extra glue out up the top. There is a lot of extra glue that squeezes out with the bubbles, but we just kept wiping it away because I'm not sure how it will look under paint once it dries. Yeah, this stuff was really cool to work with. Like I say, you have to be pretty careful because it is fragile, but once we got it up and got the bubbles out, you can't even see where I've joined the different pieces together. It is hard to cut while it's wet, so we've left a lot of our edges rough, and you can see here the top is not even. That's because we're going to cover it with a molding. Here's some little samples of my paint color on the beadboard, and I've also got some on the wall. I'm a little worried because it looks a little like baby poop, but we're going to hope that that gets better. Yeah, so this is part one. It took us maybe a little over an hour to get the beadboard around the whole bathroom, and stay tuned for part two, which will be, of course, wallpaper. Because maximalists need wallpaper in their bathroom. Also, I've decided I'm painting the trim of this bathroom green as well. Let's cross our fingers that that is a good decision and isn't ugly. Okay, bye!